Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, and how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. And I hope that you are too. Hello, my friends. All right. Welcome to Miss Angel's Thursdays class. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday all day long. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday all day long. Happy Thursday to you. All right, my friends, as always, we want to start out each and every single day with giving ourselves some love. We're going to build ourselves up. Are you ready to build yourself up today? Very good. Well, stand on up on your feet. Okay, we are going to take those arms, and Miss Angel's only going to really use one arm today because I'm bracing our little friend right now. Okay, so go ahead and stretch your arms out to the side and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle them out. Stretch the arms out in front of you and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle them out. Now, wrap them around yourself and give yourself a nice big squeeze. Very good. Repeat after Miss Angel. I am a great listener. I am a great learner. I love myself. Good. And now give yourself another big squeeze. It feels so good to love on ourselves. Okay, my friends. If you have given yourself a nice big squeeze, then you already know Miss Angel is so proud of you. Go ahead and give yourself a hand clap, a pat on the back, and 2 thumbs up. All right, my friends, you can go ahead and take your seats. Sit down because now we are going to use those listening skills that we already know that we have. Okay, my friends, look at this board behind me. Do you see today's date? Right up here at the top. This is the date. But guess what? Miss Angel needs some help because today is not the 16th, right? That was yesterday. It was Wednesday, the 16th. But now we have to figure, what number comes after 16? So we're going to count together and we're going to see what number comes after 16. Are you ready to use your counting skills with me? Very good. Thank you so much. I know you're going to be such a good helper. All right, when we count, we're going to start at the number 1. And we're going to work our way up, 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 up. Okay? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Very good for counting up to 17. So we don't need that 16. Now we know what number comes after 16. Is this the number 17? Is this a 1 and a 7? Yes, this is a 1 and a 7. So this is the number 17. So we're going to go ahead and take out our 16. Boop. And we're going to put in today's number. 17. Bling. Correct. And now we are all ready to take our red pointer stick and read today's date. Are you ready to read with Miss Angel? Awesome. All right. Let's go over to the board and start with the word today. Ready? Today is February. Good. 17th. Remember, we put the on the end of our number. If it's not certain numbers. Because if it was the 23rd, then we would say third. But since it's the 17th, then we're going to say 17th and add the TH. So February 17th, 2022. Very good. Let's read today's date one more time. Today is February 17th, 2022. Oh, good job. You read your date today. Good job. All right, now, my friends, we are going to figure out what's the day of the week. What is today all day long? Well, let's take a look at our board. Right here we have our days of the week, right? Right. Okay, so our star, our purple star, is on Wednesday. Well, what day comes after Wednesday? Did you say Thursday? Oh yeah, you did it. You did it. Miss Angel's going to do a dance for you because you did it. Thursday comes after Wednesday. So we're going to take that star and move it next door to Thursday. That's today's day. All right, my friends, are you ready to sing your days of the week with me? And after we sing our days of the week, we're going to sing our 12 months of the year song, guys. Don't let Miss Angel forget. We have to go over our months of the year, too. All right. But for our days of the week, I'm going to take the pointer stick and there's Sunday, then there's Monday, there's Tuesday, then there's Wednesday, there's Thursday, then there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, snap, snap. Days of the week, snap, snap. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, snap, snap. Oh, you are getting super good at this. Let's sing it one more time. And hey, guys, when you notice we are on the day that it is today, wave at me like that. So we're looking for Thursday. Are you ready? All right, let's go. There's Sunday, then there's Monday, there's Tuesday, then there's Wednesday, there's Thursday, then there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, clap, clap. Days of the week, clap, clap. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, clap, clap. Awesome job. Miss Angel is so proud of you. Go ahead and give yourself a hand clap. Uh-oh, our little friend is starting to get a little fussy. And hey, guys, when a baby is getting fussy, what do? There's several things we could do, guys. We can rock like this. So if you see Miss Angel rocking, I'm not really dancing. I'm trying to rock the baby. But it looks like dancing, right? All right. Okay, guys, let's go back to giving ourselves a hand clap, a pat on the back, and 2 thumbs up because we're so awesome. All right. Next, guys, we are going to go over our months of the year because Miss Angel did not forget. No, I didn't forget. We're going to start off with the first month of the year. What's the first month in the year? It is January. Remember? January. And then next is the month we're in right now, February. All right? All right, guys, so let's sing. We have beautiful singing voices, right? Good job. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year. Again, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year. And we already know that there are 12 months in a year. Great job, my friends. You have went over your months. You've went over your weeks. You've went over what day is it. You went over the date for today. Now we're going to move on and talk about that weather. My friends, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like outside? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like outside? Guys, today is still a winter day. It's still cold outside. So we still need our winter essentials, which consist of our hat, scarf, mittens or gloves, our coats, and of course, some long bottoms to cover up our legs. We don't want our legs cold, so we're probably wearing something like this, maybe pants or a long, warm skirt with tights under. Girls can be a little bit more complicated at times, but at the very least, make sure you have these things on when it's time to go outside in that cold, because why? We want to stay nice, warm, and healthy. Very good. So, did you hear that a storm was coming? A winter storm, which is going to bring in more snow? Yes, when it's winter, that happens sometimes. It snows. And it seems like the snow on the ground just was beginning to melt. And as soon as that happens, guess what? Mr. Snow is like, I'm coming back. And so Mr. Snow is expected to come back today. Oh my goodness. So that means we need to move our wheel from windy to snowy, even though it's not snowing just yet. But today is going to be a snow day. And it's going to be pretty cold. All right, very good. Thank you so much for going over your weather, because now you're prepared. If mommy, daddy, or grandma, granddad, or auntie, or uncle, if they're going to take you outside and they say, hey, get dressed, you know, I need on my winter essentials, which includes my hat, my scarf, my gloves, my coats, right? My pants. Very good. Miss Angel wants you to stay healthy, okay? And warm. All right, next we are going to talk about the letter of the week. My friends, do you remember the letter of the week? You know, Miss Angel's going to give you a hint. I love giving you hints because you're so smart. Sometimes you just need just a little bit of a hint to remind you. The letter of the week starts with the sound V. And it looks like this. What is this letter? Did you say V? You are absolutely correct. This is the letter V. You see how a V goes down to a point and then come back up. V. All right, my friends. And we also have our V on the board with us today. We have a big V, which is also called a capital V. And we have a little v, which is also called a lowercase v. Okay? The V says V. The V says V. Every letter makes the sound. The V says V. And we know that V is for volleyball. And V is for volcano. Can you see our volcano here? Miss Angela, go ahead and bring it a little closer for you to see. Do you see that V in volcano? Volcano. Very good. And let's spot that V in volleyball. Can you spot the V? The V in volleyball. Do you see that V? Right there. There's that V. Right there. V. Volleyball. Awesome. All right, my friends. You know how much we love to rhyme, right? Can you remember our rhyme words of the week, guys? Can you believe it's already Thursday? We have been going over our rhyme words for, today will make 4 days already. That is so funny to me. All right, so I know you can remember by now. What's our rhyme words for this week? Did you say toy? Toy? That's such a good rhyme word, right? What rhymes with toy? What rhymes with toy? How about boy? Toy rhymes with boy. And why do these words rhyme? What do they have in common to make them rhyme? Like this is a boy and these are toys. What do they have in common? Well, the spelling. Remember, the word common means the same. What does it have that's the same? Okay, that's alike. And boy has the oi sound, the OY. Toy has the oi sound as well, the OY. So this is why they rhyme. Boy, toy. Boy, toy. There you go. Boy and toy. Right. So we're going to go ahead and put our boy back on the board and our toy back on the board. All right. Very good. Next, guys, we are going to talk about our color of the week. Our color of the week. Miss Angel is throwing all type of hints at you. Our color of the week is, what color is this stick? This pointer stick. Red. Red, my friends. This is red. Red like a juicy red apple. Red like, can we think of anything else red? What else is red? Can we think of a type of, we know that apples are red. Can you think of something else that's red? Maybe a pair of red shoes? Hey, Ashanti, remember our little friend Ashanti? My little baby Ashanti? She has a book, and in her book, she has red shoes in the book. I have to bring that book so that we can read it and look at those red shoes. But guys, we have our card back here that says red. So some markers are red. And this red marker scribbled on the paper a little bit so that we can see the color red. That's our color of the week. Do you have a red crayon or a red marker? You do. I know you do. You can color on your paper today and use the color red because you know the color red, like our pointer stick. Very good. We're going to go ahead and return red to the board. Hey guys, we still have our little friend here with us. Remember Mr. Burt? He's still here with us. And Mr. Burt wants us to make sure we know our color and our shape of the week. That's why he's sitting there in this pocket. All right, Mr. Burt, we're going to go over our shape next. Our shape of the week is a heart. A heart. Can you draw a magical heart with your finger? Right in the air. Are you ready to draw a heart with Miss Angel? Put your one finger up. All right, and let's draw a heart. Let's go. Boop. And boop. Oh, good job. One more time. Boop. And boop. Very good. That is the perfect heart. Now, Miss Angel is going to trace the heart on this card. We see how we start at this point here? And we kind of go up a little bit and around and down. Boop. And then we're going to come back to this point, right? Because we have to do the other side. So up, around, and down, and we're going to connect it. Boop. A heart. Very good job. So for Valentine's Day, my little people, my little children, they receive Valentine's Day chocolates inside of a heart container. Yes, isn't that cool? Did you receive that too? It was inside of a heart container. I thought that was so cool because we're talking about hearts this week, right? Awesome. And speaking of candy, we're also talking about our smile this week. Our smile. And how we want to keep our smile nice and healthy, right? How do you keep your teeth nice and healthy? Give me one thing you can do to keep your teeth nice and healthy. Very good. We can brush our teeth. We can brush them clean. We're going to brush the top. We're going to brush the bottom. Remember Miss Angel sung that song to you at the beginning of this week? Because that's the fun way I get my children to make sure they're brushing them teeth and that they're brushing it long enough. All right, very good, my friends. I'm sure you're going to have a beautiful smile all of your life because you're going to take care of those teeth. Last but certainly not least, my friends, I have picked out a book to read to you. Miss Angel is so excited that the weather will be changing sometime soon. Not this month, not in February. Probably not so much in March, okay? But soon we'll be looking at some warmer weather, and one day we'll be able to go to places like the beach, okay? And so Miss Angel thought, since we're having visions of warmer weather, how about I read a book about Curious George in warmer weather? Curious George goes to the beach. So, of course, Miss Angel's going to step out of your view, and I'm going to put the book in your view, but you're going to still hear my voice, okay? Curious George goes to the beach. This is George. He lived with his friend, the man with the yellow hats. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today, the man had a surprise for George. He took George to the beach. Oh, that's nice. They found a spot on the warm sand. Then, another surprise. George saw his friend, Betsy. "Look, Betsy," her grandmother said. "It's Curious George." But Betsy did not even smile. She had never been in the ocean before. She was scared. "I know you're a good swimmer," the man told her. "You'll be fine once you get in the water." Feeling better, Betsy walked towards the shore with her grandmother. George helped spread the beach blanket and set aside their lunch. He was looking forward to a picnic, but it was not yet time to eat. It was time to play. In no time, George was having fun. He learned a new game. He dug in the sand. And he made a new friend. Monkeys are good at making friends. When he took a break, George watched the lifeguard. The lifeguard sat in a special chair. Sometimes he blew a whistle. Oh, look at all of these markings. And sometimes he looked through binoculars. It looked like fun to be a lifeguard. George was curious. Could he be a lifeguard? Before long, the lifeguard took a break. Here was George's chance. Do you guys ever mark in your books? My little person has marked in this book. So funny, but it's her beautiful artwork, right? Watching the crowd from up in the special chair, George felt just like a lifeguard. He looked through the binoculars. There was a lot to see at the beach. He saw seagulls flying high above, and he saw Betsy on the shore below. She still had not been in the water. Then the lifeguard saw George. "Hey," he yelled, "that's no place for a monkey." George thought it was a fine place for a monkey, but he did not want to cause trouble, so he climbed down. Back at the beach, blanket, George was hungry for a snack. No one would miss just one cracker, thought George. He took one out and put it on a napkin. It looked good. Now, if only he had some cheese. Uh-oh, what happened to his cracker? You see, he set the cracker there, and then he went back in the basket to get some cheese. Look, where is his cracker? What happened to his cracker? Oh, goodness. Now he has cheese and no cracker. First he had cracker and no cheese. Now he has cheese and no cracker. What happened, guys? Let's see. Well, he would just have to get a new one. Okay, so now he's sitting his cheese down, guys. Set his cheese down. George found another cracker, then turned back around. But now his cheese was gone. Who could be taking his snacks? Because now he has a cracker and no cheese. So now he set his cracker down, and now he's going to hide behind this basket. George was curious. He put down his cracker and waited, because he wants to see who is taking his snacks, right? Now, George saw who was taking his treats. It was a seagull, and he was still hungry. George took out another cracker, and the bird took it right out of his hand. What fun to feed a seagull. George saw more seagulls down by the water. Betsy was there too. George was curious. Could those seagulls be hungry? Uh-oh. I think George thinks he could feed all of those birds. It's a lot of birds to feed. Indeed, they were hungry. Soon a whole flock had gathered. George could not feed them fast enough. Luckily, Betsy was glad to help. Out of the basket came more crackers and cookies, a cake, and even the bread for sandwiches. Still, the birds were hungry, but when George reached for more snacks, the basket was gone. He and Betsy were having so much fun, they didn't notice the tide coming in. The tide, that's the water like a wave, and it comes and it washes up on shore, comes up to the sand. Must have took his basket away. They didn't notice the picnic basket was floating out to sea. George felt bad. He hadn't meant to lose the basket. Could there be a way to catch it? George thought and thought. Then he remembered the lifeguard. George was no lifeguard, but to save the basket, he knew just what to do. Quickly, he found a float and carried it to the water. Jumping aboard, George began to paddle. He paddled out a little farther, and a little farther, and a little farther, until finally he reached the basket. Betsy cheered. Then, as George paddled back to the beach, Betsy swam out to meet him. Did Betsy get in the water? She was so scared. She's finally in the water. Everyone was glad to see George safe on the shore. The lifeguard, who had seen everything from his chair, said, "That was some rescue." George felt proud. The man with the yellow hat picked up the basket. He was curious. "George, is this our basket?" he asked. Poor George. After all that, the basket was empty. There would be no picnic on the beach, and it was all his fault. Then Betsy's grandmother said, "Won't you join us for lunch? We have plenty. And look, now we have a reason to celebrate." Thanks to George, they did have a reason to celebrate. Betsy was in the water, and she wasn't scared anymore. She was having fun. After everyone joined Betsy and George for a swim, it was time to eat at last. There were sandwiches and chips, bananas, cookies, and watermelon. There was plenty for everyone, and there was even a little for guests. The end. Oh, my friends, did you enjoy this book as much as I enjoyed reading to you? It was so fun and so funny. I'm so happy when the books come to a very good, positive end, right? George was only trying to be helpful, and he fed the birds all of his food and then lost the basket. But guess what? He rescued the basket. And just when he thought, now I have nothing to eat, well, his friend grandmother said we have plenty and invited them over to eat with them, right? And then they had a reason to celebrate. Betsy was so scared at first to get into the water, but having so much fun with George and wanted to help George, she got into the water. Very fun book. All right, my friends, thank you so much for coming to Have Thursday's class with Miss Angel. I cannot wait to see you Friday. And there's one more fun thing for us to do today, but you'll see in just a little bit, because we're going to have art class today. Woo! Yay for art. All right, my friends, until next time. See you.